Hey guys, it's Derek with SolomoBox, and I'm doing this video on how to build a brand. As an entrepreneur, it's something that you definitely need to know. And it's a question that comes up quite a bit because there's so much conflicting information out there. And so I really wanted to lay it out step by step and give you a blueprint. The first step in building a brand is to pick a domain name. You want to keep the domain short and sweet. What I mean by this is every time a customer comes to your domain, they got to type in your URL or click a link. If they have to type in your URL, let's not make it something that's 100 characters long, right? Let's keep that as short as possible and make it as sweet as possible. To use keywords. For instance, if you're a dog groomer, possibly in LA, maybe LA grooming. There's all sorts of options and things that you may want to consider, but do your research, look around and see what's available for your business in your area. Step 2, we move on to the website. There's several different types of websites and I can go on for days. The first thing you need to know is that there's 3 major categories. There's drag and drop editors, which are the entry-level phase. You've got Wix, Weebly, Storyfy, SquareSpace, just to name a few. And what these provide are cheap to free solutions to create a website. They're simple, they're easy to develop, and they're going to get the basic necessity done. This is great for people that are on a budget, people that don't really have an expertise or any sort of knowledge and really just need a website. The second type is going to be a hosted CMS, and a CMS is a content management system. This would apply to WordPress or Joomla, Drupal. These systems are pretty robust. They come pretty standard out of the box, and then from there, for instance, WordPress has millions of plugins. You can add and customize the functionality of your WordPress to meet your needs as a business owner. They are a little bit more in depth than a drag and drop editor, but they provide all of the functionality that may be needed now and in the future. Most websites built online are done with the CMS system. The third option is going with a developer, and this is typically reserved for large companies that are attempting to provide a very unique experience and have the budget to accomplish that. Most of you are not going to need a developer to accomplish what you're looking to do. So on the website, there are a few main things that I wanted to bring up. Every business website should have 5 or 6 pages that are absolutely core. The first one is a home page. When people type in your URL, the page that they see first. Second, your About Us. You want to talk about your company. Tell people who you are, what you stand for, what you believe in, and where you want to go. Third is your Services and Products page. This is important. You want to go into detail about what services you provide or what products. Giving the customer a clear view of what to expect. Fourth, we have testimonials. Testimonials are going to be your reviews or comments provided by clients. There's several ways to achieve this, which you'll come to find out either in later videos or simply contacting us. Fifth is going to be your blog page. This is like your news page for your entity, for your business, and your brand. Lastly is contact us. This is going to be your contact information, a map, and possibly a contact form, just depending on how you want to set it up and what you're looking to accomplish. What most people don't realize is that many websites out there have these 5 core pages, but there's so much more beyond that that you could do with your website. For instance, if you're a restaurant in New York, possibly having a menu page, going into more depth, a page for your specials, and most importantly, for each individual special item. So, for instance, if you have a filet mignon with sides and it comes at an amazing price point, your beef is found locally. These are all things that you could have on a specific page Doesn't have to be massive, but a page specifically for that item, so that if somebody were to search that particular item or that particular service, they could find you and that page, thereby leading them back to your website. Because most of your search and people finding you isn't going to come from your name or your brand. It's going to come from them looking for services that you provide, which is why having those services specifically in a page, or a page for each particular service, is very beneficial in the long run. I'll do more videos to go into more detail about things that you can do on your website. But one crucial point I do want to bring up is I know a lot of people talk about SEO and how important it is, and how you've got to optimize your search engines to find your website. And I'm going to tell you this. There's no guarantees in SEO. It is a long-term investment plan for your business. It is something that everybody says that they do, and a lot of people, I'd say 70%, don't even do it right. Search engines are Google, Yahoo, Bing, where you're going to make your search as a client. So when the search engine looks to find relevant results, there are multiple criteria that they use to determine which ones are more relevant to that search. For instance, on your page there might be meta information. This could be a title that goes on the actual search result, or the description that goes on the actual search result, possibly meta information behind the picture stating what service is being done in the photo, what area the photo was taken, and more relevant information to that photo. This is important because it actually provides context to a search engine that cannot see the photo. Is realistically using the information that's provided in the background of that photo to make a relevant decision on whether it and the page itself is more relevant than someone else. Next, I want to talk about, in regards to SEO, is link structure. And so what this is the actual website and how you structure what page links to what other pages. So for instance, obviously you have a menu somewhere on your website to make it easier to navigate for your end user. The structure on page, do you have links in your content pointing to other relevant sources, or do you simply point back to yourself and other articles that you've written? All of this comes into value for the search engine in determining what is relevant, most relevant for each search term. And these things are what rank you higher in results. So as you can see, some of these topics can take quite a bit of time to actually implement, to go through an entire website and make changes like that, depending on how many pages you have. I know some websites you only have 5 pages. It's quite a simple process. Some websites have hundreds of pages or thousands of pages. It's a little bit more of a task. So this is why a lot of companies will focus on particular keywords that you are really interested in targeting to kind of narrow down their scope of work and what they need to accomplish. But moving on, we'll talk about this again in another video. Step 3 in this process is going to be social media. So there are 4 core networks, which are by far the most popular and most important when it comes down to it. So we have Google+, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. These 4 networks are crucial. Facebook, you've got a huge community of people, one of the largest social networks of people sharing, creating engagement through friends, family. You've got LinkedIn providing more of a business-like social network community. You've got recruiters, you've got business owners and entrepreneurs, all looking to reach out and make connections that are meaningful. Twitter is more of an ongoing news feed. You've got essentially a rolling stream of tweets and comments that are made throughout the day, links to various content, and then lastly is Google+. And this is mainly important for the fact that it is a social network that is tied in with one of the largest search engines. It's not as popular as the others, but I do believe that it's one of the more important, as it does tie into YouTube, Google My Business, and those are all things that we can talk about later. But if you were to only have 4 social networks, these are the 4 that you should absolutely have. Other networks would include Pintrest, Instagram, YouTube, Stumbleupon, and again, by having a Google+, you have a simple transition if you decide to do videos and go to YouTube. Once you have the social networks, the main thing is to focus on engagement. Start reaching out to people, start talking about the business, get people to like your pages, and then interact, put out good content, talk about different things, share deals and specials, ask for your social audience to respond to respond to your business, or talk about things that they like or what they want to see. The main thing is to engage the audience, because it's one of the biggest things about social networks is that it provides you the ability to reach your entire client list or your entire network of customers that believe in your brand and believe in your process and your product. So it provides you quite an opportunity to essentially grow your business through simple communications and simple outreach and quality content. And the 4th step is citations. Citations referring to, for instance, the first 3 steps would be setting up a house. You build the foundation, you create the house, you build a beautiful yard, driveway, you painted all these beautiful colors. How do people find you? How do you bring people back? Social media plays a part. It directs people back to your website. The next part is the citations, the local directories for local businesses, news organizations for tech companies, or just about any business actually could be in a news organization depending on your brand, your message, and what you do that is unique and different to everybody else that's doing what you do. Where do your clients look for you? Where do your clients look to find, for instance, if I was a plumber in San Jose, or if I was say Texas, if I was a plumber in Texas, I'm going to start thinking about where my clients are looking for me. Are they on Angie's List? Are they on Yelp? Are they on Yellow Pages? And these are all places that I'm going to want to be. I'm going to want to be, hopefully for free, right? A lot of these do provide free profiles where you can get your information cited in their website, put up pictures, and build a custom profile to bring people back to your business, so that when they are looking for someone that provides your services, they find you instead of your competitors. And that's really what Citations is about, is generating leads by putting your information in your business, giving them a road back to your website. And by doing this, you create a net of links and different avenues to be able to generate revenue from your website by sending people that are looking for possibly a specific product or a specific service to find those searches and to get in front of those searches, whether it's through your website or through someone else's. That is how you build a brand online, to take advantage of the opportunity that the website creates and these other websites that are already in place and have established traffic, to use their audiences that are already in place to leverage toward your success. Hey guys, hope this video helped you out today. Build your business and your brand for your future. Here at SolomoBox, we want to see people making the right decisions, which means they need to make informed decisions. So we look forward to providing a lot more useful content moving forward. Have a great day, guys.